don't believe that story that you are the leaders of tomorrow. No. Why do you want to be the leaders of tomorrow? Be the leaders of today. Anybody above the age of 18 is an adult for every practical purpose. So why would somebody be telling you when you are 25 years that you are the leader of tomorrow? The young people between the age of 18 and 35 are the leaders of today. Please, please, let the people of President Kagame's generation and my generation not confuse you and cheat you that you are the leaders of tomorrow. You have the energy, you have the brains, you have the creativity, you have the numbers. Please get your act together, and once more I ask you, take your rightful place in the decision-making table.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Much as we encourage our youth in Africa to take their rightful place and take leadership in matters, investment, in business, in ICT, in leadership, it is not possible if those of us who have been given an opportunity to lead do not create the right political stability and environment to allow them to prevail. It is for that reason that I want to take this opportunity to salute the President of Rwanda for the political stability that you have established in this great country. Those of us who are students of political science and history know the journey that you have gone through in terms of redeeming this country from ethnicity to creating very serious political stability, and you have now engaged on a serious economic transformation of this great republic. And we urge all the leaders of Africa to give our young people space to take their rightful role. Let us create political and economic stability to create the right environment for our young people. With those very many remarks, Mr. President, I have been asked by my president and the young people of Kenya to request with humility for you to consider giving the young people of Kenya the opportunity to host Youth Connect next year. If that request is granted, in anticipation, I welcome you to the great city of Nairobi and to the Kenyan nation, where people are very hospitable and where we have abundance of Africa's widest wildlife species that you can come and have a look. You have the energy, you have the motivation. All that remains is for you to occupy your space and do what must be done. In my country, Kenya, we told our young people to take over leadership in all spheres of life. In the last election that we held on the 9th of December, our National Assembly has 349 members. Young people of your age went to the elections, traveled around the country, sold the youth agenda, convinced the people of Kenya that they have what it takes to lead them, to change their ways of life, to improve their quality of life. And the people of Kenya were so persuaded. And in the elections of the 9th of August, the people of Kenya indicated in a very strong statement their faith and belief in the young people. And 33% of all the members of the National Assembly elected are below the age of 35 years. The Kenyan National Assembly is in the hands of the young people. It's up to them now to set the youth agenda. It's up to them now to push for what the youth of that country want. I'm challenging you, the youth of Africa. When you go back home, take leadership positions in your countries. Get into government. Get into your parliament. Push the youth agenda from inside. I want to challenge the youth of Africa. Take your rightful place in the decision-making table. Where all decisions are made, let the youth be represented, and in a very big way, so that your voice can be loud and your voice can count. Young people are on the front lines of the socio-economic challenges that bedevil our nations, whether it's unemployment, access to capital, climate change, food security, or exclusion. That is why I find the theme, accelerating investments in youth, resilient youth, resilient Africa, an honest expression of what our collective desire for growth and prosperity demands from us, an investment in our young people. This is especially critical because the youth are the majority in Africa and in my own country, Kenya. It is vital to strategically acknowledge this majority. The use of the word investment signals some kind of return, and for most of us in this room, we talk endlessly about demographic dividend. There are two key points that I fear get lost in a conversation about this great prosperity that we love to call the demographic dividend. As every entrepreneur knows, the decisive point in any venture is the work that happens between investment and return. By this I mean to propose that we must bring a working attitude to investing in young people. The investment that we make is one not just in currency but in sweat, tenacity, and unrelenting effort across the private and public sector. What we do today will not be enough. We must come back tomorrow and work harder. We want to tell our young people that the people of this continent, especially the elder population, is in your hands. You have what it takes to take this continent to the next level. And granted, age is on your side. You have the energy, you have the passion, you have the zeal, and most importantly, you have the brains that we need to turn around this continent. We want to urge the youth of Africa to take your rightful role and dictate the path of development in this continent that was in a derogatory manner referred many decades ago as a sleeping giant. Fate has conspired to challenge you to take leadership, to show the way forward, to change the way things have been done traditionally. This is a creative age. This is a tech age. This is a creative age. This is the innovative age. The leaders of this age are the young people of Africa. And please, don't shy away from responsibility. Don't shy away from responsibility. This continent depends on you. You have the ideas.